Good morning everyone! Today is May 25th and we're doing something pretty exciting. We're going to a place called Parc Sainte-Anne. It's about 40 minutes from Quebec City and I've actually never been before, but I've heard that it's really beautiful with suspended bridges and really beautiful trees, so I'm pretty excited. Matteo and I are going with Matt's mother and stepfather. They're in town visiting us. The weather is really nice today, so it's gonna be super fun. And tonight, when Matt finishes his workday, we're gonna start prepping for our trip to Spain. We want to book at least the first week in Barcelona, and then the rest we can decide later, but we want to be sure that when we land by the end of July that we have a place to stay with Matteo at least. We still want to be spontaneous when we travel, but with a kid, there are some things that we don't want to let to chance. We need a washer and dryer, especially because Matteo uses reusable cloth diapers. So we do laundry pretty much every day and we really need a washer. And then we're gonna spend a month in Valencia, so we might book that as well. And we also need to buy our flight ticket from Spain to Italy. We want to book it early just because the prices are really low right now and they're probably gonna go up. So we want to explain to you how we book our accommodation, how we find it, and how we book our flights, and all of our tips. So yeah, stay tuned for that later in the video, but for now, let's go do this hike. Alright, so the first thing we need to do to plan our trip is to book our flight from Spain to Italy. Usually we don't book our flight in between countries that early, but we already know the exact date that we're gonna leave Spain, so we want to book it now. The prices are pretty good right now and they keep going up, so we want to book it before it's getting too expensive.
So the app that we usually use to book our flights is called Hopper. It's available on iOS and Android. And what we like about it is that you can set up alerts on certain flights so you can keep track if the prices go up or down. Another thing that's very nice about this app is that they give you some advice on if it's the right time to buy or if you should wait. That way you don't buy a flight that's more expensive than it should be. So right now let's look at flights from Malaga to Milan.
So we know the exact date that we're gonna fly from Malaga because the last week we're gonna be in Spain is gonna be with Matt's family and they leave on September 24th. So we know that that's the date we want to book our flight. It's on a Saturday. So we can see at the calendar right here that the 24th is green, so it's gonna be one of the least expensive tickets, so that's good for us. We're gonna see what they propose for the flights.
So we know that it should be $9 per traveler.
Yeah, because we do have carrot cash from another ticket that we booked. The price, it says that here you can see it's $28, but because of our carrot cash, it could be $9. But there's also something to keep in mind is that the lowest tickets usually don't include a carry-on bag or a checked bag. So we're gonna have to pay extra for it. So we always look at all of the flights and then we decide if it's worth it to take the more budget airlines.
When we went to Mexico, we didn't have any checked luggage, so it was very easy for us to just grab the cheapest airline. But now that we have a child, we will have some checked-in luggage, and we do have to manage the number of checked luggage that we have. So for now, how we set it up in our heads is that we're gonna have 2 checked luggage, because usually in most airlines, all of the baby stuff is free. So you can check in for free your stroller as well as another item.
Usually we book our flight directly on Hopper, but for some reason, since we tried to book a flight with Matteo, it seems to not work. I don't know why. It says that they don't support an infant on lap for those tickets. We're gonna go directly on the EasyJet website. Woohoo! That is booked. So we're officially going to Italy end of September. That's exciting.
Woohoo!
Now, the next thing we have to plan is our accommodation in Barcelona. Typically, we book everything pretty much last minute, but with a kid, we cannot just end up in any hostel on our way, so we have to make sure we have a washer and dryer. That's so important because we also have club diapers, which needs to be washed every 2 days.
Oh, baby's waking up. Oh. Let me grab it.
Usually we travel during low season, but we're gonna be in Spain during the summer, so everything gets booked pretty early as well during high season. So yeah, that's why we want to book at least our first week in Barcelona. Oh, hi baby!
Hey boo boo!
Say hi! And also we might book our 1 month accommodation in Valencia as well, because we were thinking about booking maybe a co-living space, and they also sell out really quickly. So yeah, that's the 2 things we need to book, and then I think we'll be good.
So there's multiple sites that we use to look for accommodation. The most classic one is Airbnb, and especially when we go for longer stays, we get a discount when we book for a month, for example. So we're gonna look over there, maybe for our Barcelona week and maybe for Valencia. We also look at Hostel World. Hostel World is fun if, again, you're going there for just a few days, but we don't want to usually book a hostel for a whole month. It's usually for shorter stays.
Especially with a kid, if we book a hostel, it's gonna need to be like, I don't know, a more grown-up hostel, if we can say. Like, we don't want to end up in some party place. We want something a lot
quieter.
Yeah, quieter. Yes. So we're gonna check everything, see the prices. I know Barcelona is quite expensive, so yeah.
We'll see. And then we also take a look at booking.com. Just sometimes, you never know, there can be some good prices there, but it's again just to book some hotels and stuff. And we found a new website that's called coliving.com. This is not a sponsor. We don't know, actually we've never used it before, so we're gonna maybe have a look at it. There are some very interesting prices over there, and especially for month bookings, because you can only book for 1 month on coliving.com. So we were very excited today. We booked our flight from Malaga to Milan, and also we booked our first week in Barcelona. We're also very close to booking our first month in Valencia as well, but we're gonna wait to show you what it looks like when we get there.
So we hope you enjoyed planning our trip with us. We're so excited to bring you along when we leave for Spain in 55 days. Yes, we started a countdown. We're so excited. Hope you enjoyed this week's video, and we'll see you in the next one.